Many thanks for staying with us, everyone. The People's Democratic Party is saying one thing, that democracy is perhaps back on stream in Nigeria's politics. That's the party that lost out in 2015, the party which says that it's going to rule Nigeria for 60 years or more, but after 16 years fell flat to perhaps a new baby born in Nigeria's politics. It's now the ruling APC. The party is saying it will dislodge the APC come 2019. The new leadership of the party says that is a singular agenda. But for the ruling party, hear what they said when the party concluded its national convention. The party says it is tragic that the PDP, which used to pride itself as the biggest political party in Africa, has now been reduced to a regional party by frustrating Southwest chairmanship candidates. It is unfortunate that the PDP has decided to punish the Southwest for not voting for the party in 2015. Hear this. The party also said that the PDP is brazen and perpetrated what it refers to as convention irregularities, and it made this quote say, a leopard cannot change its spot. That is the reaction of the ruling APC. But let's get the reaction now of the People's Democratic Party, where the legal advisor, the national legal advisor of the party, Mr. Emmanuel Enoidem, has been talking to us on the program. You heard what the APC said about your party, that the party, which prides itself as the biggest political party, has reduced itself to a regional party. Is the executive concerned about these phenomena, that your party is perhaps only strong in 2 regions of the country?
Shewo, thank you for this opportunity to respond to these issues. I believe that it would be most unconscionable for a party like the APC to accuse a PDP of being a regional party, arising from what happened at the last national convention of our party. First of all, the southwest region of the country is sufficiently carried along in the last convention. Position was zoned to the southwest, and of course, the new current deputy national chairman of our party is from Ogun State. Elder Yemi is from Ogun State. He was elected at that convention. He's the first deputy, the second deputy chairman of our party, national deputy chairman of our party. The position of the national treasurer of our party is residing in Ekiti State as we speak. The Honorable Adewale was elected as a national treasurer of our party. That is a National Working Committee member of our party. The 2 positions I mentioned are members of the National Working Committee. There's another very important position that is also occupied by somebody from Osun State, and that is the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the party, Mr. Diron. He's from Osun State, from Southwest. And of course, in the Southwest, we have a regional chairman of the party who incidentally is also a member of the National Working Committee of the party. So in the National Working Committee of the party, that we have less than 20 people populating it. 4 eminent sons of the Southwest of Nigeria are members of the National Working Committee. So nobody can accuse PDP of jettisoning or ignoring or not having sufficient representative from the Southwest. That's not a good accusation. It's a premeditated accusation. It has nothing to do with the result of the convention that we had on Saturday, because that convention took account of all the regions of the country.
Is it because, Mr. Enoidem, if I may butt in here, is it because perhaps your name was also on the unity list? Perhaps that's why you have this position. For some of those whose name were not there, and perhaps some of the people who contested for the chairmanship seat from the Southwest were perhaps not owed this kind of position. But the question now is, when and how is this reconciliation process will begin, and how will it go?
As we talk, many of those people that were aggrieved are already back in the party.
Go ahead, please.
As we speak, many of the people that were already aggrieved are already back in the party. Our leaders, like I said, are already talking to a few of those members, and are back in the party. So the question of ignoring Southwest is not an issue as a result of that that convention. So we don't have any problem in Southwest. We have the only governor in the Southwest in the party is in the party. These officers that I mentioned are in the party. Somebody like Bode George stepped down in the interest of the party. Jimmy Agbaje stepped down in the interest of the party. So we are only having Professor Adeniro to deal with. And of course, as I said, members, leaders of the party are making advances to him, making overtures to him. And I'm sure, as a committed member of the party from 1998, Professor Adeniro will see reason to come and work with the party at the center to ensure that we regain power in 2019, which is what he himself wanted to do. So if somebody is about to do that same thing he wanted to do, in the interest of the party, I think he's going to come back to support the party.
You said that the singular agenda of the new executive or leadership of the People Democratic Party is to upstage the APC from the helms of affair at the center come 2019. The question will be, how will the PDP do just that, considering that the fact that perhaps Nigerians may not have forgotten the reasons why they voted your party out of prominence in 2015. Some of the issues perhaps are still on the table. Do you think Nigerians have forgotten, and how do you hold that single agenda?
Sorry, Sharon, before I go to that, you would need to, pardon me, let me get back to the issue of irregularities that were alleged about the convention. Some people talk about, for instance, a prepared list, a unity list. In any convention, in any delegate selection, there's always a lineup. There's always a lineup in every delegate selection. It's not a Nigerian phenomenon. It's a global thing. Whenever you have a select delegate, an electoral college, there's always a lineup by the contestant. So in all of in the PDP last convention, there were a lot of lists generated by the different blocks that contested the election. So that is not an issue. And then, of course, there's this issue of voting that people are talking about, which as part of the irregularities that they allege. That voting issue is a non-issue at all as far as I'm concerned, because before you can talk about voting, you must prove that there was a fraud committed by the umpires who were managing the election. You must also prove that the alleged voted votes was enough, substantial enough, to tilt the result of the election in a radical manner. Otherwise you lose the case of voting. Those are the major issues that you must prove in sustaining an allegation of voting. On the issue of how we are going to take over power in 2019, it is very simple. You will know that APC has lost touch with the people. All the promises that APC made to Nigerians, none of them has been fulfilled. Apart from that, the result of the 2015 election was done on account of PDP not having people to vote for them. It was on account of some protest vote that we had, on account of some decisions that were taken by the party. We did not go that way with Nigerians. So I believe that now that Nigerians have tasted another option in 2.5 years, and they have failed them woefully, they are now waiting, they are now positioning themselves to have a return to PDP. You can see what is happening. The drift now.
We must go now. Mr. Emmanuel Enoidem, we're out of time. Thank you. New legal advisor of the People's Democratic Party, one of the brand new faces that the PDP has put forward after the National Convention. That's the conversation tonight, everyone. Many thanks for being part of it. I'm Sean Kimbale. Bye-bye.